Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. I heard you were looking on how to become a good college freshman. Well, in order to do that, there's a few steps you have to take. And the first one is time management. It's something a lot of college freshmen don't do. The first step in having proper time management is taking time to consider what type of priorities you have, such as school, work, or time to fit in your homework. Once you set that and find a perfect schedule in which you can fit in these things, you'll find you have a lot more free time and a lot more time to have a social life. Perhaps see that friend you haven't seen in a long time. One thing to keep in mind is that time management is not just a school skill, but it's also a life skill. With time management, you can be able to not only work with your school schedule, but you can also effectively work with your life after school. For example, playing when you should have work, time to see the wife, and even remembering her anniversary. Some ways I use time management is when I plan things, I usually plan for them to go longer than they should take. That way, if I do take a longer time to do something, I'm not late to something that I'm doing. Or if I'm earlier, then I can have more time to do things, such as more free time, or time to make this pizza. Now that's a good pizza. Once you have a steady plan of what you're going to do with your time management, you'll start to find that you have a lot less stress in your life. You're going to find you have a lot easier time doing homework and even doing bigger projects, such as this one right here, where you actually take the time to split up the project into separate sections. So that way, you're not stuck the night before doing all the homework and being overly stressed for no reason. Another smart move, something to do before you even think about going to college, is deciding what college you want to go to. If you decide that you want to transfer to another college, it's pretty good to start out as a community level college. That way, your first 2 years aren't as much as a shock to you, and you spend a lot less money. Going to a community college is a great step before transferring to a university or a 4-year college. This way, those colleges look at your associate's degree for your first 2 years, saying that you were able to handle it and that you have adapted well to college and know how to handle being a college student and being successful at it. In order to show you some real-life applications, we interviewed someone at Three Rivers to show you what it's like to actually have some good time management.
Welcome back, everyone. Now for our last story of the hour, we bring you to Three Rivers Community College, where our very own Devine Pellerin is doing a little background on the big question many college freshmen students are asking themselves. Now to Devine.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sitting here with Three Rivers Community College student Mark Jenkins, just to ask what future college students should be gearing up for. Hi, Mark. How are you doing today?
Hey there, Devine. I'm great.
I'll start off by asking you, what's the hardest part of your first semester of your freshman year?
Well, to be honest, I really found that learning about time management was really useful. I had 2 jobs at the time, a full schedule of classes, and plenty of homework to fill in between. So in my FYE class, I really focused on learning how to use my time to benefit what I needed to get done in order to succeed in forward moving.
That's very important. Now, why did you choose a community college instead of a university or specialty school?
I choose to go to a community college instead of an actual school to save myself on money, but I'm going to transfer to another college when I'm done. So I want to transfer probably to Roger Williams for an architecture program.
That's very important in today's society. Now, a little question about your social life. Is it easy to balance everything, or do you find yourself buckling down at all hours?
I do find myself working at all hours because I have 2 jobs. I work almost 40 hours at like a restaurant, and I work construction with my father, and then I come here, and then I'm filling all my time with homework. I'm working on an essay right now.
That's great. Good for you. But before we have to say goodbye, there's time for one last question. If you could do it all over again, what would you do differently?
If I could choose anything to do differently, maybe I would have gotten better grades in high school, so that way I could have gotten more scholarships and actually went to a school and not had to work to put myself through school. Then I wouldn't even have to go to community college.
All right, Mark. Well, thank you for your time and your answers. Hopefully this has helped a few curious listeners out there. Now, back to Austin in the newsroom.
Thank you, Devine and Mark, for that. That about wraps it up for this afternoon. Don't forget to join us at 5 tonight. Have a great rest of your day, and don't forget, Stay savvy, San Diego.